My wife has been suffering severely from depression for the past 3 years or so and has been suicidal. It has been exacerbated by memories of trauma, abuse, some has been related to sex, that she experienced in a previous marriage. She's in therapy and on medication, but intimacy in our marriage has been affected in major ways. In many ways, we are only like good friends, hugging only. He underlines this. I long for the relationship we had before. She has absolutely no interest in sex of any kind or level. She knows it and apologizes to me for it. I love her and want to care for her. I respect all that is going on with her, and I don't want to force anything that would make her uncomfortable or make it worse. But I so long for a more intimate relationship. I am doing my best to accept the reality of the situation, but I wonder if you might have any thoughts or advice for me. Thank you. First, I want to say thank you. This had to be a very painful write-in. Living as a caretaker will absolutely suck the life out of you, and I honor you for sticking by your wife in the manner that she's needed. Thank you for writing in. My wife has been suffering severely from depression, and she's had sexual trauma from a previous marriage. I will tell you this, unresolved trauma of any kind, sort, or shape from any past event, whether it's childhood or a week ago or yesterday, any unresolved traumas will always come up for you, especially when you're in a sexual relationship, because it's not just sex, it's emotional, right? It's intimate, and trauma has a way of having tentacles on that. So I encourage you to get the help for her that she needs in that regard. I think that's fascinating because I would want to go right into saying, aha, so there was some capabilities there, right on, and now there's not. What happened? Can we get back to what that time and space was and what those circumstances were to unwind what that is, because that is between the two of you. And maybe we could get back to where it was before. I don't know, but I would want to go back to that time and space. Then you say, I'm doing my best to accept the reality of the situation, but I wonder if you might have any thoughts. And I would leave you with this. All relationships are comprised of the people that are in them, right? Sounds like it's your wife, it's yourself. But really, there's 3 dynamics. Your wife, yourself, and the relationship. So what are the needs of the relationship? You certainly have done a great job of noticing her needs. You're writing to me because you know your needs, but your needs aren't getting heard. The health of every relationship meets the needs of the people that are in them and the needs of the relationship. If you need to stay together, beautiful. Put that as a goal. Now, what do each of the partners need to stay together in that relationship? So in summary, I would say, speak to your wife. Trauma will always be the dog that hunts you. It just will until it's resolved. Speak to her about coming in and getting it resolved. Speak to her about being willing to take a look at whatever needs to be looked at and dealt with while she has the love and support of you. Then I'd say, let's go back. Let's go back and find that moment that you said, I long for the relationship we had before. Let's unwind where that linchpin is because you had something that you loved. I'm going to guess that with traumas resolved, you may very well be able to get back and find it. And let's get the needs of the relationship, which includes both of you, met. And for this writer, if you would like to send me a private message, I've got it on my website. There's a scheduling link. Let's have a phone call. I'd love to talk to you about this.